Hey y'all, welcome to a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, and I'm posting this a little late today because I'm doing it today on Wednesday, May the 14th, 2025. Woo! But today's video, I have just been busy doing gardening stuff and stuff like that, trying to get everything situated and everything planted. Still got a lot to do, but been out working today, and I got to work tomorrow, so I'm trying to get some stuff done. And man, it's hot today, so I was like, man, I've got to make this video. So hadn't had any new beers lately, but took the trash off the other day and stopped by the convenience store, and just kind of hot and sweaty and thirsty, and I saw something in there that I ain't tried in a long time, and I was like, let me get a 6-pack of these, and I ended up drinking 5 of them. What I got for you today is the 6th one, and it's just a plain old Miller High Life, champagne of beers. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, established in 1903. The ingredients are water, barley malt, corn syrup, maltose, yeast, hop extract. And it says down here, corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. Miller High Life never uses high fructose corn syrup. So for whatever that's worth, that's what they say. Government warning, all that kind of good garbage. Let's see, this is a 4.6% ABV, and it is the champagne of beers. And it is a good beer, and we're gonna review it today on a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. I'm about to burn up, and I'm thirsty, man, and this is gonna be awesome. The one thing I will say about Miller, as a domestic beer, it'll hold a head longer than any other domestic beer that I'm aware of. Pours a nice head, and just beautiful gold little bubbles floating up through there. That's why they call it the champagne of beers, I guess, because those little bubbles, and they just continually feed that head. The majority of your domestic American beers, the head dissipates pretty quick in most of them, but Miller High Life will hold that head. I got to say that for them. And the head has pretty good flavor to it too. Of course, I poured it a little too stiff, so it almost run over on me, so I had to take a sip of it. I didn't really get a chance to take the aroma in, but it don't really matter. We know what this is brewed with. Most of us know what this beer is about. I don't know. When I was growing up, you know, my beer was, my first beer was actually a Natural Light, I think was the first beer. And when I started drinking, I drank Natural Light, and then I moved on to Bush, and then eventually to Bud, and Bud was my go-to for a long time. Then I went to Coors, hooked on Coors for a while, drank Miller for a while, and then my go-to now is Bush Light. I just love it. But when I was in the convenience store the other day, I saw this, and I was like, let's get us some of this. And man, my shirt is wet because I've been out doing yard work and gardening and stuff, and I'm sweaty and hot, and did the same thing the other day, and man, that Miller High Life was just really refreshing. It's fixing to be refreshing now too. So this Miller High Life is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and families. Pay your own damn way just like I do. Cheers, brothers and sisters. This champagne of beers is for you. Man, just smooth as silk. Just crisp and clean and perfect for after you've been doing some yard work, I'm telling you what, it just really hits a spot. They don't call it the champagne of beers for nothing. Man, it's just fantastic. It scores an A in my book, y'all. It's just so smooth and easy to drink. I can't score anything less than that. Now, if I was, not hot and sweaty, if I kind of wasn't in the mood to drink beer or something like that, I might score it a little lower. But man, at this point right now, it's definitely an A brew. So, if you've not tried the champagne of beers in a while, I encourage you to pick up a 6-pack of Miller High Life and give it a shot if you ain't never. Alright y'all, that's been a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday this week. I'm sitting in a little different venue today. I bought one of those half picnic tables. It folds into a bench, or you can fold it into like a table. If you have two of them, you can make a full-size picnic table, but I just got a half one, and that's what I'm sitting at right now. I'm sitting on the bench part and got the table in front of me here. It's about that wide, I guess. Not real big, about 18 inches, something like that. But it's enough to hold your beer. All right, y'all, I'll be back tomorrow for a Tennessee Thirsty Thursday. I got a brew tomorrow that my buddy Ralph picked up for me in Manchester from a brewery called Common John's. And he got me 6 different brews from there. So the next 6 Thursdays, we're going to be doing Common John's brews out of Manchester, Tennessee. Y'all stay tuned for that. I love and appreciate y'all. Cheers. Mm.